Hi guys, I'm Dr. Summer and I'm here to show you a quick routine that can help with your longevity. We need four pillars for longevity: mobility, stability, balance, and power. So let's go, let's get started. So let's start on our back, just with some nice deep breaths. So inhaling in through your nose, feeling your rib cage expand in all four directions, and a nice soft exhale through your mouth with a shh. Let's go again, nice big breath in, and shh. So as you continue to breathe, you should feel your spine lengthen, you should feel your feet kind of get heavy, melt into the floor. Let's add some pelvic tilts. So as we exhale, we're going to tip your pubic bone to your nose. You feel your back flatten into the mat. You feel your belly drop. On the inhale, you're going to reach your pubic bone to your toes. You're going to feel your back arch, but we're not lifting the ribs. The upper back is steady. We're just moving that lower back. So let's work on a few more pelvic tilts. Inhaling to go that way, and exhaling to go that way. And we're not using our legs here, everybody. We're just using the muscles of the core to gently move the pelvis. So we're going to take this into a bridge now. So on the exhale, curl your pubic bone to your nose, peel your spine off of the mat, and hold, keeping the ribs low, the pubic bone curled to our nose. We're going to lift our heels just a few inches, feeling all 10 toes press into the mat. This should feel like a lot of work. We're holding, we're building stability. We're going to lower the heels and roll down from the top of the spine like you're velcroing the spine back down, back to that starting position. Let's go 2 more times. Curl pubic bone to nose, peeling the spine off. So at the top of the bridge, we're not here, we're here. Hopefully I have a nice straight line from shoulders through hips through knees. We're gonna lift the heels. If anybody's in the mood, you can do a few marches. Pelvis stays quiet. Good. All right. Heels down, spine down. 1 more. And when you revisit this mobility routine, if you want to do some more repetitions than what I'm showing you, that's fine. So options, stay here and hold, or one leg comes up, we spend a few seconds, return, alternate, we spend a few seconds, the heels come down, the spine comes down. All right, so more mobility. This is called a book opening. So we're going to bend your knees to 90 degrees, palms together. So make sure you're not in the fetal position here. Your spine is nice and long. Some of you will prefer to use a pillow under your head. So we're going to lift that top arm and rotate from our center. I'm trying to get this shoulder blade behind me to touch the floor. If it doesn't touch, no big deal. And close the book. Let's enjoy 2 more. So you can see I could force my arm, but I didn't rotate my torso. So the arm gets to here. The reason my hand touches the floor is because my torso has turned, my shoulder blade is getting closer and closer to the floor, and we close the book, right? So this is a lot about allowing, right? Releasing tension, allowing our body to move. Great. All right. So now let's do the other side. You'll get my back for a minute. So knees bent to 90, that locks the lower back so we can focus on moving that upper spine. So a nice twist. And bring it back. Let's go for 2 more. Beautiful. Last one. Wonderful. Those feel great. All right, so coming up to seated, working some more hip mobility. So this is called a Z-sit position, right? So not everybody can sit like this. Some people have knee pain on the internal rotation side. So you can always put a pillow to boost you up. It becomes easier. You can sit cross-legged. But if you can sit like this, let's try. So we're gonna continue to mobilize that upper back with our mermaids. So the goal is not to see how much sideways you can go, but there's a lot of lifting. Lift your armpit to the sky, and then just pretend you're a palm tree blowing in the breeze, side to side. So we use a lot of imagery with our patients to re-educate movement, even in more complex cases. So there's no need to be living in pain. All right, let's flip the legs around and try the other side. And remember, you can do this like this if it feels better. You can do it like this if it feels better, right? Meet me where you are at. One more time each way. Okay. So now we're gonna sit cross-legged. One hand behind our head, one hand out to the side like a kind of a kickstand on a bicycle. The pelvis, the hips are not gonna move. Elbow to knee. Look behind you. Elbow to knee. Look behind you. So if you have low bone density, osteopenia or osteoporosis, you can do this instead. Right? So you're still working rotation, but we're not flexing. Right? So let's try the other side. So healthy bone density, it's like this. Elbow to knee, elbow to sky. Anybody with osteopenia, osteoporosis will do vertical rotation instead. All right, so that mid back is a great place to mobilize, especially if you have neck pain or low back pain. So coming up to hands and knees. And again, we want to think of where's my spine. So we don't want to be here, and we don't want to be here. We want to be that nice neutral spine. So the arm goes out to the side. Imagine you have a little shot of espresso balancing behind your neck. Head is in line with spine. The thumb is turned to the sky, and we start to strengthen our rotator cuff. Right? This kind of helps control where your shoulder blade sits on the rib cage. Good. If anybody's feeling super adventurous, we can take the opposite leg up. Whoop, and continue with the arm. Right? So as you get tired, your ribs might start to drop. So we want to keep those ribs lifted. We want to keep your head in line with your spine. Good. Let's try the other side. I'm going to move forward a bit. I'm going to get going with the arm. Right? And remember, when you turn that thumb out, it's not from the wrist. That turn out is coming from your shoulder. All right? So after about 5 or so, we can consider, if you're in the mood, adding more stability, more balance, right? Those were 2 of our pillars of longevity. So we'll do about maybe 8 or 10 of these. And then we take it up for balance in standing. Ready? So let's come on up. And I'm actually going to step off of my mat here because standing on a squishy surface is going to make my life a little more challenging. All right. So I'm going to spread my toes. I have on correct toes, toe spacers. Highly recommend. Reach out if you want to know where to get them. I'm going to try to get that balance on one leg. Whoop. My opposite leg, I'm going to try to reach my toe as far forward as I can, barely tap the mat, and then out to the side, barely tap, and behind as far as I can, barely tap. And some of us may have to use a chair or the wall. That's a-okay. Right, I'm feeling a lot of work through my standing leg. So maybe 4 rounds on each side. Let's see what I look like on the left. So finding that balance, tap as
far as I can away. So I've got to bend that knee, tap as far as I can behind. And this is what we do with our patients, ankle patients, hip patients. All right, and we haven't talked about the final pillar, power. So how do we break a fall or catch ourselves? We need to be powerful and strong. So I know some of us have not jumped in a while, so we're gonna break it down into two parts. So the first part, we're gonna lift the arms, lift the heels, and kind of just drop, right? So from the side, lift the arms, lift the heels, and drop, right? So that's the first way we can train power without coming off the floor. Let's go one more time, and drop, right? So those of us who want to try a jump, same thing, how we start, and lift, and we don't have to even use the arms, from the side, up, right? So you can see how I'm landing. Jump, right? And then when you kind of get that rhythm, 20 jumps a day, great for bone density, great for power. So no need to limit pain. If you want to find out how you can move easy, live pain-free, we'd love to help you at Body Forte Physical Therapy and Pilates. Take care.